Believe it or not, police believe they can get away with crimes. I know that's a shock. A particular police decided to kill a black male and thought he would get away with doing so. Put it up full mass. This story is more than disturbing. I'm taking you to the state of Georgia. Christopher Bradshaw, a high-ranking, award-winning cop, killed Mr. Terrell Lowdermilk in a hit-and-run crash on an interstate last week. Bradshaw, the award-winning, highly ranked cop, fled the scene after allegedly striking and killing Mr. Lowdermilk, who was standing on the side of the road, simply exchanging information with another driver. He was involved in a minor fender bender, doing what he is supposed to do, which is to responsibly share information, insurance, etc. Bradshaw was a member of the Milton Police Department. The incident took place at about 2:30 a.m., August 13th, while Mr. Lowdermilk, a 36-year-old commercial truck driver, was exchanging insurance information with another tractor trailer. This driver, with another tractor trailer driver on an exit ramp on Interstate 75. This was a minor fender bender, according to the local media when they reported it. The vehicle that struck Lowdermilk was identified as a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado, which are very common trucks in the state of Georgia. Bradshaw ended up arrested 2 days later after the Marietta Police Department tracked him down. Investigators connected to Bradshaw to the crash. They connected Bradshaw to the crash through debris from his truck that carried traceable serial numbers, according to Fox 5 Atlanta. Bradshaw was also fired from the Milton Police Department that Monday, ending a 14-year career where he was a celebrated cop. He was on the department's Facebook page as a top-notch investigator and won awards for solving cases, earning promotions, etc. Now, there's more to this story, but I want to pause just for a moment to highlight that Officer Bradshaw was, according to the police department, the best among them. The best. He was the guy that you put on the front of your Facebook page and you talk about how amazing his capabilities are. Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem. Does it mean that he could investigate a case? Probably could. But being a police officer is not simply about investigative prowess. It is also about moral and ethical aptitude. And if you don't have both, you can't be an effective public servant and an effective peace officer at the same time. So, highly decorated. The 48-year-old former cop is now facing felony charges for homicide by vehicle, hit and run resulting in serious injury or death. Remains in jail as of this writing with no bond. That's according to the Cobb County Sheriff's Department. Bradshaw was off duty at the time. Remember, 2:30 a.m. He was off duty at the time and was perhaps, according to the narrative, under the influence. But that will be impossible to now prove because, well, he was arrested 2 days later. That's why. But the charges he is facing can send him to prison for 15 years if convicted. That's according to Georgia state law. It's very sad that this happened. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with the victim's family. And the officer who did this, I believe, personal opinion, that he was under the influence of something. And the irony is the fact that they can't prove that he was under the influence, he likely may actually get overall a lighter sentence because now you have a straightforward hit and run accident. Hell, he may even argue that he was in the right and got scared and left. Ironically, that defense has worked for cops in the past. Ironically, uh, put it up for a mass. We want to help the Lowdermilk family. Mr. Lowdermilk's death obviously has left his family devastated. Uh, they have had to launch a GoFundMe account to raise money just to give the brother a proper home going. Okay, we want to help his mother. His mother's name is Cindy Hayes. Miss Hayes, we want to help you. This is an unimaginable loss. So the link to the GoFundMe will also be included in the description of this segment. We ask that you go to help us honor Terrell Lowdermilk's life and do the very best you can. I appreciate you in advance. Dear brother, what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, it's absolutely tragic. I think it's also incredibly ironic that this guy was doing exactly what you're supposed to do in that kind of situation. And he was following the law and he was getting out and he was exchanging insurance information. And it was the police officer who chose not to do that. I think you're absolutely right that he was very likely, potentially, maybe intoxicated, because it seems like something that would go through someone's head in that state of mind to go, oh, well, I'll just get out of here and wait a couple days, sober up, so at least they can't get me on that. I think it is excellent that he's actually been fired. I'm actually kind of surprised by that because typically in this kind of situation, I feel like it would be more of a slap on the wrist than that. I'm sure he will probably, as you said, end up getting off a little bit. But as it stands, I'm happy to see some version of justice happening, and I hope their family gets all the support they need.
What up? This is your man, Dr. Rashad Richey. Always good to be with you. Listen, there's a lot going on in this world. I mean, people are losing their damn minds, but you're not. Let's keep the momentum going. We must remain resistant to the insanity that's happening around us. How do we do that? We keep each other informed, we keep each other encouraged, and we say something when it needs to be said. I have no problem doing that because you are my boss. You are. We work in this together. Here's what you can do to make sure we continue to make the impact in your local community. Number one, I want you to consider tapping that like button and even leaving a message. Number two, subscribe to the channel. Number three, if you press that bell icon every time I go live, you are aware of it. And number four, I would love it for you to become a member. Those are the things you can do right now to make sure that this content remains constant and relevant in your local community. And listen, don't forget to tell a friend, all right? I would love it for you to be here with me. There is no me without you. Welcome to Indisputable.